Good day, fellow investors and market enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're on ASML Holding, NASDAQ ASML. ASML closed today at around 947, slipping 1.6% on lighter than average volume. On the surface, that's just another red day. Price action, the technical setup. On the daily chart, ASML is showing classic consolidation behavior. We've got a flag formation emerging, with price currently probing the lower boundary of its ascending channel, right around that $940 zone. This comes after the stock tagged recent highs near $964. We're seeing bearish engulfing candles, signaling near-term selling pressure. Volume is waning, which typically confirms a profit-taking phase. Support zones are crystal clear, $940 first, then $920. On the flip side, resistance at $960 remains the line in the sand. If that cap holds, expect a grind lower. If it breaks, a test of $965 and beyond is on the table. On the weekly candle, the setup leans toward a doji with a bearish tint. That makes sense. The stock has rallied nearly 25% this quarter alone. Markets are now in digestion mode. Technical indicators, cooling off the rally. Indicators confirm this pause. RSI, pulling back from an overheated 94 down to 72. Still elevated, but no longer screaming overbought. MACD, histogram contracting, signaling reduced momentum. EMAs, starting to flatten. Early warning that upside thrust may stall. Supertrend and ADX, flashing caution on the lower time frames. Trend strength is waning. Put this all together, and the message is clear. Neutral to sell bias intraday, but the higher time frames remain structurally bullish. Volatility is manageable too, the ATR at 4.78 points, to roughly 1–2% daily swings. In short, tactical traders have room to play both sides. Fundamentals. The moat remains intact. Now let's pivot to the fundamentals, because here's where ASML's story separates itself from almost every other semiconductor name. So how's the street viewing this? Balanced but leaning bullish. Analyst consensus. Overweight. 9 buys. Average price target. $914. Note that some are conservative. 914 is below current levels. But JP Morgan sees upside to 2100, framing the top end of expectations. Short interest. Roughly 18% with a put-skewed options chain. Translation? Hedge funds are sniffing for downside hedges. Contrarian takes from seeking. Alpha suggest possible dips toward $838. But even those bears admit the company's AI moat is unshakable long-term. Here's the probabilistic outlook. 60% probability for the long case. If $940 holds, ASML likely pushes back above $955, with retracements testing $905. 40% probability for the short case. If $960 rejects, downside opens toward $920. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how you're navigating ASML right now. And if today's breakdown gave you value, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe for ongoing market intelligence, and ring the bell so you never miss a call.